Bonsai peeps, Mike Toy, Bonsai Boise. Just gonna do a real quick piece on some common items that I use when I'm doing bonsai. You don't have to use them. You can get nicer ones, obviously. And I do have some nicer tools, but these are good for if you're just starting out and you don't even know yet if you're gonna like bonsai or if it's gonna be for you. You can start with some really cheap, easy tools like these just to kind of get your feet wet and go from there. So most of these items that you see here are from the dollar store, I kid you not. And it's not because I love going to the dollar store above nicer tools. It's because you go through so many of these materials oftentimes. If you're doing clippings all the time, you don't want to go and spend $50 on a pair of clippers. You can go and spend $3 on a pair of clippers, burn through them, get another $3 pair. So that being said, here's some of the tools. This I got at Harbor Freight. You'll see here, hopefully that shows up. It's got a flat edge right there so you can make some really close cuts. So when you've got a trunk like this and you're clipping a branch off down to the trunk, you can make a really flush cut. This was probably $3 at Harbor Freight. Same thing, but a little more heavy duty. Nice, flush, clean cut to cut a small branch. Harbor Freight, $3. These, also $3 at Harbor Freight. I'm picking on Harbor Freight right now, but these are workhorse scissors. I mean, I use these more than anything. I'll show you the set that I left them sitting over there. This one I haven't opened yet. I usually buy 3 or 4 of these every time I go, just so I've got them on hand when I need them. But I used the last one, I think, at least half the summer, maybe not the whole summer. And I did the majority of my cutting with these. So something to be aware of. Here's one, you might laugh at these. These are cuticle trimmers. I got them at the dollar store for $1. But, yeah, I got an open one here, I'll show you. So you'll see, again, flush, clean cut, and very small, and these things are tough. I mean, so you can make some really good, clean cuts with these, and for how small they are compared to these others, they're tough. I did actually break this one at one point. I forget what I was working on, but I broke it. Haven't broken one of these yet, so nice to have on hand. This one I just got yesterday, and I got this at Zamzo's. I think I paid $3 or $4 for it. So it remains to be seen how well it's gonna work, but they look like they would do the job just for some small pruning there, just to give you an idea. So you can see, I mean, you're probably getting the idea now that these aren't crazy expensive tools. You don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. So that's some of the tools. Sharpening stone to sharpen up your blades with, dollar store, $1. I did get a nice set of these. These were probably 20 or 25 bucks, but they're pretty heavy duty and I can use them for just about anything. So not bad to invest in a nice set of those. And then one of these. It's not quite concave, but it is a good branch cutter. So these were $20, I believe. So this is, for me, a little on the higher end. But, you know, like I said, I started with these, and then as time goes on and I realized I liked bonsai, I graduated to a little better tools each time. So something to think about. A couple other things that you can look at doing. Bag of decorative rocks. So dollar store, $1 for nice black rocks. More sand colored rocks. But the trick to these is that you can use the netting that it comes with for your screen in your bonsai pot. That's exactly what I do. So every time I get one of these, I keep the netting, cut a little piece off, use it as a screen, pour soil over, that way soil doesn't go out the bottom. So a couple other last things here, just pots, you know, a pack of 5 or 6 of them for $1. Comes in different shapes and sizes. Pots, also $1 at the dollar store. Trays, $1. These, I get a lot of these because these make perfect training pots. So if you've got a tree that you want to train correctly, but you still want to give it time to grow, get some of these, drill some holes in the bottom of it. Any drill will work. But the reason it's good is because it's deep enough, you can see, so that it gives the tree enough room for the roots to grow, so it still can do some healthy growth. But it also trains the roots to grow out laterally instead of straight down. So it'll make your job a lot easier in a few years when it's time to trim some roots and start to train it a little more. They've already been trained to grow laterally. So $1, good find. Shish kebab sticks. I use these all the time. Working in the soil and the roots, So you put the tree in the pot, pour soil on, you got to work the soil into the roots. Shish kebab sticks, $1 for like 100 of them. So can't beat that. So that's just a few of the items here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Oh, wire, you know, $1, you guessed it. So if I can get quantities of it for $1 or for cheap, I do it. And I'm not too proud to admit that. So I hope that helped you just to get an idea of, you know, where you can go and how you can start. You don't have to go and spend hundreds of dollars on expensive custom-made Japanese tools. At least not yet. You'll get there though. I'll get there too. So hope this helped. Have a good day, everybody.